사시 부기 즉신 매토참 리라 링신인데 옌바리 삼예 싱두 밑에 오월기 여근 남닥 신라 주팔쇼 이담 구루라나 만달라 강예아타야미 상계 주람 서기 정남라 장수 바르 닥니 탑수치 다기 춘yen 기배 수남기 졸라 벤칠 상계 주팔쇼 상계 주람 서기 정남라 장수 바르 닥니 탑수치 다기 춘yen 기배 수남기 졸라 벤칠 상계 주팔쇼 주랑 서기 정남라 장수 바르 닥니 겹수치 다기 춘yen 기배 수남기 졸라 벤칠 상계 주팔쇼
쇼기.
Okay, should I please?
Oh, sorry. Okay, we're in the middle of mental functions according to Abhidharma. Okay. So I'm sorry I didn't have time to review it, but we'll just go. Okay. Please read.
学家之前
Yeah.
D
I think it's debate, Luke. Can somebody do a vote for me between those three words, debate, Luke? I believe this is more common. Okay. Although maybe the other one is an acceptable variant. I don't know. Debate, Luke.
기사 만보배 주요대 주
주요대.
주요대
Yeah, I'm not sure about Bopa either. It might be Poa. Maybe somebody can check that.
Okay, I'll go for that one.
Start earning your pay. Okay.
I got P's all the way.
Peace all the way.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, now check Mangpopa for me.
Mangpopa versus Mangpoa.
Sam Mangpopa.
Oh, there's one T.
Sam Mangpoa or Sam Mangpopa. It's not going to be common. It's going to be in the Abhidharma.
There's one D way, Luke.
Yeah, it's just wrong. Okay. Debate. So deep. Okay. Shija Chechen. It's just an artificial way to have a debate. Take all things. Stanley is smart because he's smart. You know, it's just artificial. It's super artificial. Okay. Let's take all existing things. It's like he wants to do an argument, but he doesn't have to say that. He could just say the next thing. Okay. Shija Chechen. Debate Luke. And I'm surprised he didn't.
Mangpopa seems to be a totally acceptable variant.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
pretty even actually.
Generally, you're required to say hlasawa.
Yeah.
And the third syllable is supposed to be soft. But okay.
50 to 30 in favor of Ba.
Alright, we'll let him go. Dipe Luki means in this system. Okay, Dipe Luk means Luk D. Same thing. Okay, he made an adjective out of D. This is system. Okay. This disical system. Okay. In this system, there are 10 Samangpopa. Okay. Samang means, what do you call that? Omnipresent. Okay. In every mind. They're omnipresent. It's an English word. Omni means always present. Okay. Resident. Okay, omnipresent. So he's going to give the 10 mental functions which accompany all states of mind.
Cool.
And in giving their names, he's going to give a brief, a positive, to define them.
Great.
So he's in a rush. You can smell he's in a rush. He doesn't give formal definitions. He just says feeling, where you feel good about it, like that. He doesn't really give a technical definition.
I think we did talk about the 10 already.
Did we give their... I don't think we went through the text, though.
We just...
Yeah, I just mentioned them for you. Okay, so here we go. And we can even number them, you see. So this is okay. I like to say it like this. Okay. Okay, yes, yes. So they put a question mark, but there shouldn't have been a question mark. Okay. So the first one is feeling, sorwa, okay, vedana. And what's it do? It experiences its object. It's okay. So it's a brief definition. Feeling, comma, which experiences its object. Okay.
It's objects?
Its object. Yeah. Meaning as pleasure, pain, or neutral, but he doesn't say that. Okay. So okay. He just defines feeling as feeling. You're feeling the object. Okay. Sensation of the object. You can say sensation of the object. Okay. Then sempa, which means movement of the mind. Okay. Which focuses. Duchepa can mean to collect your thoughts. You see what I mean? Okay. So in English we say collect your thoughts. Give me 5 minutes. I have to collect my thoughts. Don't ask me about the AIIB thing to do it immediately. Give me a few minutes to collect my thoughts. So duchepa means to. It can also mean to turn the mind. Okay. To turn the mind to.
What's the Sanskrit in the Yoga Sutra that says the same thing? The definition of yoga?
Vritti, yoga chitta vritti nirodha.
Yoga's chitta vritti. Chitta vritti.
Chitta vritti? Is it the same one?
Not the same. No. But same idea. Yeah. And I'm not too thrilled about these definitions. Okay. Yuldan do shepe do shepa. Dushe means to discriminate. This is big, this is small, this is good, this is bad. Okay? But he just says the thing which knows by joining with its object. So it's a very artificial treatment of the sun in sun sinya or something. I'm not too thrilled about it. Okay, he's trying to give you a tiny definition, but this one's not so helpful. This one's pretty good. Dundanyur and Dumba. See, to me, number 3 doesn't give you the taste of discriminating between things. It just says the state of mind which knows by joining with its object. It's an artificial treatment of the do and douche. Okay.
How would you describe it briefly?
If it were me, I would have said, which discriminates between things.
Okay.
Which divides things or something. Yeah. But he said come together because that's the prefix. That's the Sanskrit prefix. Okay. Dundanyura and Dumba is pretty good. What's Dundanyura?
Aspiration.
Dundanyura means aspiration, right? To seek a goal. To seek a goal. Dundunya. Seek for a goal. Okay? And that is the function of Dumba. Dumba means will.
Okay.
So when these have to be, when you translate these, you have to choose English words which are very primitive, primeval. They have to be something that's going on in your mind all the time. Will, will is a part of all human thought. You know, even an ant has will. They decide to go left or right. They want something. Okay, so dimba means will. But so you have to find, you probably have to work with some native English speaker and find very elemental states of mind. You can't say, you know, aspirations. It's got to be more elemental than that. Yeah, will. Yeah, okay. Now this one's easy because it comes in Sugang's text very famously.
Six sense powers. Six sense
No,
consciousnesses.
Rekpa. 6, link number 6. Contact. Okay, so Rekpa literally means touching. This is Rekpa. So contact's a good translation.
Touch?
In contact, in Buddhist contact, 3 things have to meet together. 3 things have to touch each other. Che here means make contact. So 3 things have to meet. Che Chung'e, did you meet him today? See? Did you bump into him today? 3 things have to come together. Literally touch. They have to make contact. What? The Yul, the Wangbo, and the Namshe.
The object, the mind, and the consciousness.
Yeah, like
Sense
blue,
power. Sense consciousness.
blue, and the eye, physical eye, power, and the awareness of the blue. Those 3 have to come together, touch each other, make, and then from that is born, okay, Kyepa. From that is born. Ne Kyepa means from that is born contact. I don't know if I'd say from that is born contact because that is contact.
Okay.
But okay. And I had trouble. I've always had trouble with this one because does Rekpa know anything?
I guess it does, but I wouldn't have thought of it that way.
But isn't it just a condition of the contact? Isn't it?
Yeah.
But is not awareness of that contact?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it could be. It could be. But
Which means we rarely have it.
to me, it's uncomfortable to call a mental function contact. It's a condition of the consciousness meeting the power, meeting the object. But to call that,
Right.
you see, if it's one of the Sankisamangchu, if it's one of the 10 omnipresent mental functions,
Right.
it should be knowing something. You see,
And it
like
should be
discrimination assumes an awareness. Will assumes an awareness, but contact is just a condition of 3 things coming together. It bothers me.
Does it
Okay.
emphasize the awareness of the contact?
That's just what Hassel said.
You don't think so?
But are we always aware of it? No.
We are, right?
Well, it could be contact with the outside world. That makes sense. To me, that makes sense. Contact with the outside world.
Why does that fix the
When we're
problem?
dreaming?
Then it's more like, you know, I touch the outside world.
Right.
It's not that the 3 things came together.
Not the phenomenon
See what I
of
mean?
contact.
It means only if I have Rekpa can I. It's almost like experience then, you see. And then you could say it results from the contact of those 3. And that makes more because he did say it results from the contact of the 3. So maybe it's link with the world or something like that. You know, I don't know. You play with it. I spent many years struggling with this. I didn't have any help. Rinpoche's English was pretty basic. You know, so.
How would you say it right now? It's just contact. I mean, what word did he use here?
Experience.
Yeah, Rekpa means to touch.
Just
Contact.
Rekpa, okay.
Yeah. And I'm not sure that in the Wheel of Life you can call it a mental function. I'm not sure. We'll probably come to it. Anyway, if it were me nowadays, I might say contact with the outside world or something like that. You see what I mean? But it's not always the outside world. Okay, anyway. Good luck. Chud number Jepe Lodre Shirab. So he's trying to define Shirab in a positive. Okay.
Wisdom is in.
Yeah, and here you have to be. I believe the Semgisamang is Lodra. Let me see. Yeah, you see, the mental function is Lodra. It's not Shiram. So don't be confused. You know, it should have been the last thing he mentioned, but it's not. Okay, Lodra. Now Lodra means intellect. Okay, and there's two things to say about it. Any living creature has it. Some degree of intellect, you know, and an ant can decide to go left or right depending on where's the food. Okay, and then the second thing to say is, which we're going to study it in one of your guys' texts very soon. There's a very famous thing called Lodrung Nimba. Defective intellect. You see, so Lodra Yina Shirab Yinbe Makyo. Lodra Yina Shirab Yinbe
So everything that's intelligence is not necessarily wisdom.
Well, that's why I don't call it intelligence.
Yeah.
I like to call it intellect. Defective intellect.
Yeah.
Like Hitler.
Right.
He's smart but bad. You know. So I hesitate to call it Shirab. You know, he called it Shirab. Prajna. Yeah, wisdom, but if you're gonna call it wisdom, you have to in the same breath, you have to point out to people that it could be messed up wisdom. So intellect is more evil intellect. We can say evil intelligence is harder. Evil wisdom is it gets uncomfortable. Okay. Anyway, but it can be defective. It's just the ability to think out something. It doesn't imply good. Okay.
I always have the problem with this word intellectual when you.
Oh, that's another problem. Yeah, intellect is not always associated with intellectuals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just be aware. Intellectual always means a person who has a pretty good intellect. It's rarely used for someone evil. But intellect can be something that evil people have.
When you say intellectual understanding opposed to direct,
Well, that's another. Yeah, that means as opposed to direct.
Right.
like thinking in a way, or what's
usually conceptual.
Yeah, by thinking. Yeah. Anyway, now one of the functions in the Abhidharma of intellect is the ability to make distinctions. Viveka. So this Nje means to divide. It's not to do. It's not the word to do. It's the ability to say, to think things out. You see, this is this is this. You know.
And how is that different from discrimination?
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask that.
I thought that Jim meant to forget.
It means perspicacity. It means what did Baba Viveka?
Yeah.
Viveka. It means the ability to make intellectual distinctions as opposed to the ability to make distinctions. You see what I mean? I don't want to say that. Reasoning.
It's more refined. Yeah.
It implies reasoning.
But Viveka usually means discrimination in the sense of the most basic one.
No.
It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, Baba Viveka. You know, his name is a good example. You know, he was able to think out things. It means think out things.
Yeah. There's also a taste of direct versus conceptual here, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Duche just sees the differences as opposed to thinking about or parsing out the differences.
Categorization.
Yeah. It makes distinctions, but intellectual distinctions. And discrimination is any kind of distinction: red, blue, tall, short, hot, cold.
Instinctive.
These are thinking out. If that's true, then that's true. Then that's not going to work. And you know.
Can we say like an adult has better intellect than a baby? Because we can think
you
more
can say
clearly.
that. Yeah. makes better distinctions.
Yes, yeah, international
Okay.
distinctions. Yeah.
But yeah, you're gonna have to distinguish this from distinguish it. You're gonna have to distinguish it from distinguish it.
Okay.
All right.
Which isn't to say
Good
my
luck.
baby doesn't outsmart me sometimes.
I mean, your English has to be really good to translate this.
And
This one's the only easy one. Chamba
capacity.
means not jepa.
What is it?
Recollection.
Not remembering.
Flash.
Oh.
Memory. Okay, see, when you list psychological functions,
Mhm.
you have to use nouns, short nouns like memory, the capacity of memory. What's its function?
Not
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, it doesn't forget. Okay, this is not forget. This came in the second of the meditation obstacles. It's
Yeah,
jepa.
Forgetting
the
the
object.
instructions.
Yeah, no, forgetting the objects.
Right,
Wait, forgetting instructions, which means
Forgetting the
to lose the object which your teacher assigned you.
Right.
Asam Pramosha.
Huh?
Asam Pramosha. Smrti. No, I mean,
Smrti.
Oh.
Yoga Sutra. Smrti. Not
Okay.
losing the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which word is forget?
J.
J.
Okay. It's often confused with BRJOD because the Dengbu looks like a Naro in some carvings. So people often correct it to BRJOD. Just, get used to that. It's much less common. Semgi Jupa Yila Chepa. So Yila Chepa means attention. The capacity of attention. And he gives it like a 2-word definition, right? The mind engaging. The engaging of the mind. Which is not really totally correct, but it means to turn the mind to something. Okay? Attention. All beings have attention, even if it's only for a few seconds. A one-celled animal in your blood pays attention to certain nutrients for a few seconds, and then they turn on oxygen. Oh, oxygen. Okay, go to the next thing.
So the difference between this and number 2?
I was afraid you'd ask me that.
Yeah, another thing which is coming up.
Okay, so I would say Semba is turning the mind?
Movement. Vrti.
Movement of the mind, any movement of the mind.
Samba.
And Yila Chepa is to
Chai.
pay attention to something. Like that. Can you move the mind without paying attention?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe that, okay.
Then that then.
Yeah, by the way, the second one is crucial in the study of karma. Yeah, karma is defined in the Abhidharma as Sempa. Sempa Yiki Leyano. Mental karma is to, anytime the mind moves, to not. Anytime the mind moves, karma is created. That's kind of cool to think about. Anytime you think about something else, you're making karma.
Yeah. And it's moving all the time.
Yeah, it's always like shifting of the mind. Okay. Okay. Literally in Tibet it's minding, but anyway, that's another thing. Yeah, I mean, I did this many years ago, and now I'm starting to doubt. Yilde dupa, which wants the object, mupa. Okay, desire, but desire is too strong. And how does it differ from
propensity?
It means, so Dumba is will, and Mupa is, I think liking or something, I don't know.
Interest?
What's it called when you want to go?
You want to go.
Intent?
Aspiration.
Willing to get.
I think when I translated I said liking.
Oh,
Okay.
instead of desire?
Yearning.
Wanting.
Wanting.
You'll date dupa means you like that thing. Okay.
Did you say attraction? No.
Let's go see how Geshe-la did it.
Unfortunately, he said the ability to value.
Who said that?
You did.
Really? In the ancient times?
In the
Sorry.
ancient times.
Sorry to tell you.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That's not gonna
You've come a long way, baby.
Okay.
For which text?
That's the first Abhidharma. First line on this. Yeah, I wouldn't say that anymore. What's the difference between Mupa and Dumba? Dumba's stronger. It's more goal-oriented. Number 4 is more goal-oriented. And so 4 is more like you have a goal in mind, and 9 is more that you like that thing. Now, to have a goal in mind, you have to like it. So, but they're not the same thing. First you Mupa, then you Dumba.
You like it and then you have to go for it.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. And the Tibetan is not quite, when you get down to something this elemental, it's difficult. The Tibetan words don't help much.
That would be like liking a cookie, or more like wanting to get a cookie.
Liking a cookie comes first, and then standing up and walking over to the cabinet comes second.
So now,
Mupa turns to Dumba.
Like the solutions in the meditation, be attracted and then wanted.
You could say that.
so 9 it will be more.
Maybe you
like,
could say attraction.
Maybe.
Seems to be the most clear.
Well, for Abhidharma, you're going to have to think about it. It's not like Geshe Michael can just tell you. You're going to have to struggle with it. And you have to make them separate mental functions. They cannot overlap, you see?
Yeah.
They have to.
Hankering.
What is not, right?
That's from. I said hankering. Yeah.
Attraction's pretty cool.
hankering life as well.
Was that Mupa?
There's a lot of other places in Abhidharma where we're going to go talk about desire and hatred, attraction and repulsion.
Yeah.
So this is more general.
Yeah.
This is more elemental.
Primordial.
Yeah, this has to be something that's going on in the mind all the time. Wish.
Because this is not the
And
light
is
of-
wish
because
different
this
from
light-
will? You see, it's very difficult.
Yearning.
Maybe wish.
Which
Yes,
is
this
cool.
maybe.
It just sounds cool.
Wish?
Yeah.
Wish.
I think it's going to have to cover disliking. I don't know.
I was wondering about that.
Okay, let's go on and let Stanley deal with it.
Good
All I have to say is,
Gator.
when you choose words,
One.
choose words of things that are in your mind all the time. Sleeping, waking, drunk,
Right.
meditating, making love, typing on your computer. It's got to be some kind of function that's in your mind all the time. So just don't put anything that's too particular. You see what I mean? Don't put anything that's too detailed, because it would disqualify it
Yeah.
And it's not one
from
of
being
those
in your mind when you're playing soccer or something. You see what I mean? Okay.
So there is something to this valuation idea though. Because it could be good or bad.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
like
something
that.
about attributing worth to things,
Yeah.
regardless of what that worth is.
value.
And you could go through all the Abhidharma
Valuation.
commentaries and see what people said about it.
Probably most accurate.
We could look into
And I
the
think they're
source.
going to be slightly different.
And what's the 10th
Evaluation.
one?
Valuation in a thesaurus.
Isn't that the 10th one?
No, that's,
Evaluation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Discrimination.
It's samadhi.
Concentration?
Yeah, the ability to concentrate on one thing.
Crazy.
Seichik, single object. The ability to concentrate on one thing. Concentration.
We mentioned the focus before.
Estimation.
Did we have focus?
We did.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of staying attention.
Well, focus means turn the mind to something maybe, and concentration means
Stay there for.
stay there for a while. Yeah, seichik.
Opinion.
Well, seichik, the word seichik means the ability to eliminate other objects and focus on one.
Okay.
You know, like you're able to have a conversation in a crowded bus or something.
Mhm.
You're
Isn't
able
that-
to.
But it's always, not just able to. It's,
Right.
You're always.
Single
In a-
focus.
Yeah, you're always eliminating some objects and.
Great.
That's true.
So single focus, would you call it? Or?
That's his problem.
Yeah.
But attention already came up.
Yeah.
Sustain
Yeah, it did, and you have to
attention.
distinguish between them.
Or
Yeah.
focus.
You have to be
Concentration.
there.
Concentration is pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Okay,
similar.
and I would say that his adjectives here are descriptive and not definitive. Okay, he's just trying to give you a little flavor of it, but he's not trying to give a formal
Definition.
definition, and he could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are books
Right.
that do that,
Right.
but it looks like he just wants you to give you a flavor. Okay.
Is this straight from the root text?
That
No, here's the root text. It just lists
Oh,
them.
it just lists them.
It just lists the names.
really.
So this we should bold out. You see,
Okay.
that's the root text. Sodan samba dushe don duna re don nore don yila che don meba don dingin din simtaje la. Simtaje la means accompanies all states of mind.
Uh-huh.
In all states of mind. Okay. Deche che chen. Let's consider these 10. Sengisa mangshe jupe gitsen yete. There's a reason why they are called the omnipresent mental functions. Okay.
Because at all times they're in the mind. Right?
Well, here's his definition of it.
Oh.
Semkikechi tamjela satamjela jungwe. Because they are core in the mind, at all moments of the mind, during all moments of the mind,
And everywhere.
At all levels.
and no matter what level you're on, form realm, formless realm, 17 levels, desire realm, it applies to all of them. No matter where your mind is, and no matter what time it is, you have them. Okay. Nine Nipani, someone struggled with that.
The second of the five.
Yeah, good. The second group of the 5 groups. We had 5 groups. Above, we had 5 groups, and now we reach Gewe Sapa. By the way, you could, if you want, do this. You know, 1, 2. I hate this guy. 3. I'm just using it because it's sort of a punishment to myself for,
Why is that?
It's so funny.
for buying it.
I missed
Okay, Gary Sapa.
the 5 virtues.
Those who
and
live
virtue.
at the level of virtue. Gary Sapa. Number
Okay.
2.
Oh, the virtue.
So Sapa means those residents of good karma. Okay.
Yeah.
Meaning mental functions that are present during a good deed. When you're doing a
Doing
good deed, these mental functions are present.
Always.
The first 10 it's also in Buddha's mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this school especially.
And even in those meditations
Geshe,
where...
could you scooch over your window?
Yeah, somehow it's cut off the left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why it wants
Oh.
to do that to us, we
Thank
don't
you.
know.
It's a word thing.
It's so
Bless you.
Bless you.
Dedan bagi shintu jantam nyong ngotsa she tell you sawaninam mitedang tsundru takta gelachum. So this you're gonna bold out.
Is it another paragraph? Of
Yeah,
the
this
text?
is root text. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I think this is misspelled. Somebody can check. I think this is RNAMS, right?
So unusual.
Yeah, I think this is misspelled.
Keisha, can you show me how to find it? Like which chapter it is in the text?
Yeah, now that's a problem. To
Why?
in the Tibetan or in the English?
Different?
You can use my English.
It's almost always.
So I didn't put the Tibetan in my translation.
Oh.
So you're gonna get to go to my translation and look up one of these words which is unique.
Oh right, we did it.
That's all you can do.
Okay.
If you know, or you can follow the numbers you already had.
We're on verse 97 now.
Verse 97 or line 97? Because I did by line.
That must be it then.
Yeah, I'm working by line.
297 to 2100 is what you have for this section in your.
Yeah. So if it were me, I would do it this way. I like to go here.
Yeah.
And I like to start at the same. It's 2.5 inches in up here. So always start the same place. Okay. Okay. All right.
Oh, with the without an S shows up. The 1316 with an S is only 816.
No. I mean,
What's
look it
the
up in the
original
root
text?
text of Abhidharma Kosha.
Oh,
In the thing here.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Look for this piece. You can look up Nyom Sungo. These are unique. Okay.
I just closed the Abhidharma. Should we have it open?
It's I'm right, but I just want you to prove it.
I couldn't
Yes.
find it in the thing
Okay.
here at all.
Really?
It's all on me, nom with an S.
That's weird.
I know. But I'm
Remember
kind of weird.
it's TD04089.
Okay, I've got it. I've got one here that's nom without an S.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you might want to look at the Sanskrit.
2 were nom without an S. 3, 4.
Yeah, it doesn't have an S.
Yeah, it's 5 for 5.
5 to 5?
5 for 5. All nom without an
Sawaninam.
What is the word at the end of each line? Done.
S.
And.
Or
Okay.
And
Yeah, or.
Two.
Get.
Okay.
Dang.
Dang.
Bye.
It's a dog.
Bye.
Oh, dang.
Well, bye.
The lungy. Let's have some cake.
this is irritating. Okay, I'm gonna have to prove it with the Sanskrit, which means we gotta go to the Sanskrit. Which means we gotta go find the Sanskrit. Good luck. We haven't put the Sanskrit in the correct database form yet. So
It's in Unicode still.
no, see, they're not organized. They're just kind of messy.
Are they on the same format?
We have that
It's amazing.
Dropbox.
It's empty. That's cool.
Here we go.
Did our team find it?
Yellow book, 4 volumes. I think Mr. Wu took it.
Clever.
Yashomitra's commentary.
I think we gave it to him though.
We were supposed to buy a replacement.
I did. Pretty sure. Yeah, I did buy
4
it.
volumes?
Should be there somewhere. I think it might be blue. Blue. Might.
On the other side.
Check on the
of
back side
yeah.
too.
Weird.
That's kind of unbelievable. Single page.
That's cool.
Oh, this is Tibetan.
Can you dig around, Adam?
Yeah, of course.
It's Abhidharma kosher.
Not that
Anything
blue
that
one.
says Abhidharma on
Those four from Berkeley?
it. Those are a translation, a bad translation.
Yeah.
Really bad
I
translation.
have a YCIP.
But, no, I want the Sanskrit.
Right, but
It's 4 paperback volumes.
Chinese to Sanskrit to
Right,
French.
How-
He took them.
we don't have it in our ACIP master Sanskrit.
I found
Directly
some
behind
scans
Vimala.
of it on the input. You want the input of the Sanskrit?
Send me the input, yeah.
Okay.
And Gush, Adam mentioned the French version you have. Can you use that?
The Wipasson.
Can you use that?
With Basson?
Which we don't want to Mr. Fish, but it's not
Yeah.
Mr. Fish.
Does he,
That would be okay.
does he include the Sanskrit?
Don't you
Not
have?
that either.
Don't you
I
have
found
that?
the input of the
I
Sanskrit.
thought you had that on
I'm
PDF.
gonna send it to him right
Where
now.
would they
If you don't, I might.
I got it.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to have the input if we're gonna go on with this.
Here.
How do you spell Poussin?
P-O-U.
P-O-U-S-S-I-N.
This is the Will of Time.
Okay, well, let's go, and then you guys try to find me the Sanskrit verse.
It's up. Oh,
Divide my number by 4. Divide my number by 4.
25.
It'll be verse 24 and 25. Okay,
I just sent you
Chapter 2.
to you.
in chapter
just,
2.
like,
You see if you can find it, and then we'll check it. Okay,
Okay.
let's go on.
The
Shade
text is really
Okay,
Verse 24 or 25?
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
in the second chapter, it should start with Shraddha. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, the second set of 5.
Shraddha Pramada
Good, that's it.
Look at you, hotshot.
Prashrabdirupeksha
Good,
Hri Rapatrapa
good.
Muladvayama Himsa.
Okay, it's the Devaya that we're interested in.
Okay, it's Advaya. It's not. It's ADVA.
Adivya.
Mula,
Muladvaya.
Dvaya.
Muladvaya Mahimsa.
Dvaya. Sawani.
Do you want me to put it in the screen so you can see it?
Dvaya. And then what's after Devaya?
Dvaya Mahimsa.
Dvayam.
Dvayam. Yeah, Dvayam Ahimsa.
Okay, let's go here. I'm just.
Splitting.
Dvayam.
We're not harming anyone.
There you are. That's interesting.
Yeah, Poisson's versions are here.
Oh, nice.
Let me think about it. Okay, maybe it's not.
Oh, 2 minutes, Keshava.
Let me think about it. I'll put a question mark.
1 minute, actually. Sorry.
What's the thing you're saying?
Give me a moment to reflect on it.
There weren't any instances in the 10 year.
No, come on. Not such thing.
Sorry.
They don't bug you.
Okay, I'm
Okay, now it irritates me.
Oh, I did look in the Tengur and I found that's where I found the 5 for 5 being without the saw. And I looked up Nyomnotsa.
It froze.
Oh.
No, it didn't. It blew up.
He's home,
Right, Fred.
Probably
I
has
mean,
time to
Fred.
fix it.
Ted.
Nyomnotsa Tengur.
Right, said Ted. Right, said Fred. Ted.
and talks.
5 matches. There's 1,
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, it's not a number.
Pluralized.
Right.
It's number mitzawa.
Nampar Mitsawa.
Mitzawa. It means ahimsa, super ahimsa.
Right.
Nampar.
Which,
Hints.
where were we?
Like V.
Ayama.
So normally it's dot 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 dot. Okay, this one is dot dot dot
It's it.
dot dot dot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's out of meter. Okay, but it makes sense. I'm sorry. So it means super ahimsa, and it doesn't apply to the two things that came before. It's not a pluralizer,
Right.
and it's not a dualizer.
Yeah.
It's an emphasizer
For the next
of the
one.
next
next thing.
word,
Okay.
which is out of meter.
The Sanskrit
It's
prefix.
out of the rules of
Yeah.
meter. He broke meter to get some,
Ah.
and no one
That should be short.
used it in the ahimsa.
Mm-hmm.
No one said. It doesn't say via ahimsa or something
Right.
like that.
It's funny,
You see what I
right?
mean?
Yeah.
They added it.
Wah, wah. Okay.
Translating ahimsa as
All right, so
not
it's correct.
ahimsa.
Yeah.
All right, Shijin.
Time. It's like we're over time.
But let me give him some more.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to go downstairs.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly. Now, these are the ones that accompany thoughts of goodness,
Yeah.
good states of mind. Okay. His question was, do they always accompany all the states of mind? Only two of them
Always
are
accompany
omnipresent
goodness
in virtue.
in virtue.
Mm.
Okay. As I remember from my ancient times.
Where's this thing?
That's a mistake. I think I might have put that in by accident. Okay. So, Sem Tawe Depa, faith, meaning, this Dhamma can mean admiration. You see, it's Shraddha. So, faith where you have meaning admiration. I have faith in my Lama means I admire the good qualities of my Lama. That's the traditional definition. Okay, so faith, meaning thoughts of admiration. Yunden chi, yunden la chi. I have no idea.
Nobody gets sick.
I gotta see the carvings. Normally, I gotta look it up. There's something wrong with it. Bhakya Pramada means it means to be careful. Like
Right.
when you're taking an action, you're careful to see whether it's a good thing to do or not. Is it proper or not? Is called bhakya, and it comes from an ancient word bhakma, which means a bride,
Daughter-in-law action.
a new bride, and it means that she has to be that careful around her new family.
Yeah.
Okay, so bridely. And I think there's something going on here which is messy. So it's not just one error. It's something going on. I have to check that. This one's interesting. Shinjang, which we had in meditation. That's flexibility.
Yeah.
Flying.
What's the literal meaning of that?
Practiced ease.
It means very practiced.
Very
Practiced a lot.
Practice ease.
Okay. It means if you do something over and over, you get good at it. If you sit like this for years, it feels good.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is mental, and it's interesting that he uses the word literal.
Oh.
Lesuruma,
Very good for practice.
which means fit for that thing. Lesuruma means like if you haven't exercised in 10 years and you try to go skiing, it's dangerous. Your body's not literal. Your body's not suitable for that action, for that activity. Okay. And it's the tantric word for a retreat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop here.
Okay.
I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I gotta see a carving. Okay.
find it.
It could be correct, but I don't think so.
I'll check if we have
Chi
it.
means pee-pee.
That's a good idea.
J means ornamented. Maybe he's talking about the toilet bowls.
Ornamented with paper on the rim. Sashi Bugi Juxing Meto Chang Virabing Shin in Degen Badi Sange Shingdu Mite Uwagi Jokun Namda Shingla Jubar Shok Idam Guru Ratnamandala Kamya Tayami Di Gewokun Sanam Yeshe Sososhin Sanam Yeshe